go to bed. Yeah.
So what else? I wanted to talk about lonesomeness. We want to fight lonesomeness. And I had a really good discussion with a friend of mine this past week because she was feeling really, really lonely. And I went over to her house and I sat down next to her and I said, what's wrong? What's going on? She says, I feel so lonely. I don't have anybody. I said, yes, you do. You have tons of people who are always contacting you. I see it because I have her on Facebook. And I'm like, you're always, if you say anything, you get like 14 people or more immediately responding, wondering how you're doing, hoping you're doing well, telling you they care about you, telling you this, telling you that. She's like, but some of them are strangers. I said, even better.
Right.
Strangers care enough about you to follow your life and tell you they love you and they are looking hopeful for you and sending you peace and good. You're not alone. I said, what you are, honey, is you're lonely. Mm-hmm. And lonely is a choice. Loneliness is a choice. It's how you perceive things. In my perception, you're not alone. You have tons of people, and you have people who stop by every other day or every day to see you and check on you. And, you're not alone. You're just lonely, and you're choosing that. You're choosing that to be the focus. And I said, you need to start doing for yourself. You need to start making some videos and making your lists and cracking some jokes and start writing some humor because you're like that. And do things that amuse you and clean your house and take care of your kitties and whatever it is. Just do whatever, but do something and be thankful for the people who do reach out to you because they do it out of love. Compassion. They owe you nothing. They have no obligation, especially if you tell me some of them are strangers. Like, what are they getting out of this?
No hidden agendas.
They're not getting anything out of this other than they care about you, and they care about you as a fellow human being.
So what'd she say?
And she totally snapped out of her little funk.
Good.
She was like, she's always really good about taking things in. And she put it in practice, and the next couple of days I started to notice a difference and a change in her, and she's doing well. But the thing about it is you can't let yourself get lonely because really, if you're lonely, there's only one person to blame for that, and that's you because it's how you're perceiving your situation is basically what it is. And, I get that it can be depressing, especially in the wintertime, and if you don't have, like, company coming over or stuff. Create your own links. Create your own, put your own energy into relationships. I mean, when's the last time you sat down and wrote somebody a letter?
Right.
When's the last time you got a letter and you sat down to read it? How did that make you feel? That somebody took the time to handwrite a letter to you. I can say this honestly. I had not gotten a letter from somebody, just a personal note of love and support and all of that. I had not gotten one of those for probably a couple years, and I just didn't realize it because we don't use the mail anymore that way. Like, people reach out to me on Facebook or Messenger or text. I don't ever get a handwritten letter. A couple months back, maybe not even, maybe a couple weeks ago, about a month and a half ago, I guess, I got a letter from someone very near and dear to me, and they said, I always reach out to you this other way, but I really had it on my heart to sit down and write to you. That just gave me the biggest warm fuzzy. Look, you got one too. Isn't that beautiful? How did that make you feel, Deb?
Really good.
Yeah.
Really. And it's from a person that I see. But it says, Deb, gratitude. I am thankful for your friendship, wisdom, knowledge, and kind heart.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. You are a fabulous role model that seems to be in my right place and at my right time. The night I popped into the show, the topic was what I needed. I read the article in the Women to Women magazine, and it was what I needed. You are good for my heart and soul, and I am lucky to have you.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. I keep this
Full
my
circle.
Journal. I mean, how nice was that?
You blessed her, and now she's blessing you.
Yes.
See, and that's what it means, to reach out to people. Why does it always have to be one-sided, Deb? Why do people think to themselves, well, they haven't contacted me and I don't know how long, so why am I going to be the one to reach out? We talked about this once before. And you have to put energy into something if you want anything back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I want them to then, reciprocate exactly in the same way. But if I didn't reach out to them in the first place, I would have gotten nothing out of that relationship. So even the energy I put in, I at least got back that energy of love for that moment that I reached out to them. Now, they may not choose to reach back for whatever reason.
Right.
But when I reached out to them, that not only blessed me, but that blessed them too.
Exactly.
You know?
And when someone pops into your head and you think I should call them, you should call them.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter how long it's been or what.
You shouldn't put reservations on that.
No.
Like,
they haven't called me. So what?
Or, man, I haven't spoken to them in so long, they're just going to think I'm a weirdo for reaching out all of a sudden.
Or they might be that lonely person.
Right.
That you calling right then would be exactly what they needed. There's a reason people cross your mind.
Exactly. I want to read this really quick. Miss Chris Marie Pride-Helm, who is
I know.
a wonderful artist. She's a wonderful singer and songwriter. She posted on here, we recently got a beautiful handwritten letter from the lady we bought our house from.
Aww.
It gave me all sorts of warm fuzzies, too.
Aw, really
See?
nice. That's really nice.
It doesn't take much. That's something beautiful you could do from your home in the wintertime. Easy peasy. And man, to reach out to somebody like that and bless them in that way and give them a beautiful feeling of, warmth and love and appreciation and gratitude like that. It doesn't have to be, oh, thank you, you did this, you did that. Even just saying, hey, how's it going? This is what my day's been like today. Blah, 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 blah. Mundane means everything, babe.
Right.
Mundane means everything. Because they were willing to reach out and share that with you.
Right.
When
my mom passed, I was in California all those years, and it was when long distance was expensive.
Right.
And so I would call home and I would call collect so anyway, when my mom passed and my sister and I were cleaning out her top drawer, there was a stack of letters from me. I think every letter and card I ever sent her with a ribbon, and the ribbon was kind of wore out.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I sat on the bed and I cried.
And you noticed that the ribbon was worn out.
Yeah. So she read those.
Over and over and over and over.
God, that makes me want to write a letter. I have to go
right
now.
Why do you always do this to me? I'm turning around, people. Let me pull it together. Yeah.
So,
it's beautiful. Look.
Little thing. I know. We do this to each other all the time.
But what I love about it is this is the butterfly effect that your mother had on saving those letters. Mm-hmm. You started it by writing them. She kept them. She read them. She reread them. You found that out, and now you're sharing that with us. And look at the butterfly effect of all of that. Now we don't know how many people are going to go home and really think and sit down. Think about all the people that they'd like to reach out to and write a beautiful letter to.
Right. I'm going to write one to my mother-in-law today.
Awesome. Will you write one to your mom, too?
Yes.
I would like you to do that.
Okay. She's with me all the time.
Absolutely. But I would like you to do that, and I think you'll have some pretty great feelings while you're doing it. So... okay, so those are super important. Do not be lonely, people.
No, write a letter.
Write a letter.
Oh, my God. Think how cathartic that would be.
Yeah, call somebody. All right. So another thing we have to be careful of in the wintertime is we have to be careful of low vitamin D and seasonal affective disorder, which is usually caused by a lack of sunlight.
Oh, today's a beautiful day.
It is. So, today, even if I only get out for 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes, and that's vitamin D my body's going to create.
That's right.
Okay, so for the longest time, I wasn't in that mode of thinking. I almost said I wasn't healthy, but that's not true. I just wasn't in like the I want to go out and be in nature kind of thing. That's been sort of a new path for me that I've rediscovered. For the longest time, I didn't do any of that.
But you feel more grounded now, don't you?
Oh, it's awesome. And I actually, that's what I'm doing. I'm going out to ground. That's really what I'm doing. And so, for the longest time, I didn't do that. And so I would seek out other means and methods. So they have these like sun lamp visors,
Mm-hmm.
and they have sun lamps. Your fluorescent bulbs, you can turn those into daylight bulbs. I mean, you can go purchase these daylight bulbs, and that gives you the full spectrum, which is what this is about. Our body and our brain needs the full spectrum of light, and it needs it for a certain amount of time. So if you've ever heard of people in Alaska wearing these visors, these light visors,
Right.
and it's because they need that. It's a therapy to make their brain chemicals balance, because the serotonin and all of that gets disrupted when we only have like 2 hours of sunlight.
Right.
You know, and even us here in Michigan having such shortened days and it getting dark at 5, 6 o'clock at night, that can lead to imbalances in the brain chemistry too. So light visors. I never tan in the summertime because I burn anyway, so there's no point in me tanning in the summertime. The only reason I get out in this, like if I get out in the sun, I'll put sunscreen on to protect me because I burn. But in the winter, I'll go get a tanning membership. And I'll go to the tanner once a week just so I can lay in there for 5-10 minutes
and feel warm
and
right.
get the UV, because those ultraviolet rays, even though they're not great for people's skin if you do it in overabundance, remember everything in moderation, but it does help us through the winter months to create that vitamin D and to get that feeling and that
it makes me want to
the
go
brain
do
chemistry.
it. I love that feeling.
Oh yeah, and when I do it, I meditate that I'm on the beach and I can smell the oil and I can, hear the caw of the seagulls and the waves lapping, and I just go through the whole thing. And man, it's like a little mini vacation.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't want to go on a little mini
I'm gonna
break
have to
like
go
that?
do it. Right.
But for health purposes, it is actually good for you.
Like once a week, even. That's
Yeah.
plenty.
Absolutely.
Plus, then you don't have to change makeup bases.
Yeah, Michelle says she does that. Michelle Deer, our new young
host.
living girl,
Yes.
our healthy essential oils.
Lavender Life is
Lavender
the name
Life.
of her show.
I love
It
that.
starts Friday,
Ooh, I'm super
I'm real
excited.
We
She
did-
says she does that though. She goes once a week in the tanner for 10 minutes. I think that's good.
Yes.
Tell me what you were going to say.
I don't remember.
You were talking about Michelle's show.
Oh, I just can't wait.
Yeah.
It's at noon on Friday.
Everybody needs to tune in.
Second and fourth Friday.
For
I'm
sure.
really looking forward to it.
Me too.
It's
She's
about
the pick.
essential oils and so much more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She does a lot. She's been certified in a lot of different modalities. She's certified Pilates instructor. She does all kinds of different things. So she's really an interesting person with a lot of good information.
And she's fun and nice.
Well, I won't go that far.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. She's my sister-in-law, but I'm teasing her. Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, I like her.
She's all right.
I'm
keep her in
looking
my family
forward
for
to
a little while.
to a time when we can all get together.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that's going to happen soon.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. Springtime, I'm going to start having some get-togethers.
Cool.
I had some healers hit me up on my Bay City Alternative and Holistic Health Community Group page. They're all excited. Like, I love that when they all get excited. And they're like, we're going to have these monthly meetings, and we're going to, get all our locals together so we can all meet each other and network. And that's really what it's all about.
Right.
And I'm super on board with it. So I'm going to start hosting some of those. I don't know how often they're going to be because, depending on time.
Well, and I would like to do
But-
that here, too.
Yeah, and we can
take
do
turns.
that. And
Right.
we can do that with our
And you
our
can
health
host here
coaches.
whenever you want to, too.
Say what?
You can host here whenever you want to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love that. I will take you up on that.
All right?
All right. And what else was I going to say? Bundle up if you walk. Don't go out in the weather unprepared. And do not go out in the weather if there's a wind chill advisory. I'm so glad you feel so much better.
I have a question to ask you about
Sure.
that. I have always done this, and I don't know if it's correct or not, and it's bad when you wear glasses because they fog up. I don't like breathing in cold air.
I don't either.
So when I'm outside, I put a scarf up over my nose.
Yeah, they have these little masks you
Right.
can buy too, which I like. But I always have a scarf covering. And what that'll do is, and my scarf is has holes in it. So it's not like it's keeping all the wind off, but when you breathe out, it warms that air.
Right.
So it just keeps you from breathing in the ice cold air, which can
So
be very
that you think
traumatic.
that's good for you?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
But they have those ones now that are that real lightweight, and you just pull it up, like you can pull it up to here, or you can pull it up over your head if you want to.
I got my son's girlfriend a heated scarf.
Ooh, oh.
Electric scarf. You put in batteries and it